Hello, welcome back to Songwriting 101 with me, Cloudy Galvez. Hope everyone's doing well today. So this one is going to be a little bit shorter and sweeter than our usual live streams, and I tell you why. It's because today we're looking at a very simple concept, and this is called how on earth do you write a song using the circle of fifths? Well, for those of you that don't know, the circle of fifths looks like this. So that'll probably be all backwards to you guys, but essentially it's a circle and you've got C in there and it moves around plus 5 notes each time, right? So you got your C, next note along is G. I know it's inverse, but bear with me. You got G, C, D, E, F, G, right? 5 notes. Then you're going along in fives the whole way until you sort of get to 6 o'clock. Or was that 6 o'clock? Yeah, I can't tell time, guys. And then when you go anti-clockwise, you're moving from F that way. You're going the other way, basically. So circle of fifths then, how do I use this to write a song? There's one really cool method to write a song using your circle of fifths. So you want to pick your key. So let's say G, and remember, G is 1 along from C, which means G is going to have 1 sharp. So our G here then, what we first have to do is write out every single chord that we could have in the key of G. So we're going to have G major, A minor, right? We're going to have B minor with that F sharp on the top there. We're also then going to have C major. You're going to have D major. You will have E minor, and you're going to have F sharp diminished. And then you come back to G again. And so now we know those are our chords, we need to pick one to start from. So let's say we're going to pick, I don't know, let's start from E. That's where we've chosen to pick from. Now what you have to do is go around in fives from E. But remember, we're still in G, so we've still got that F sharp to consider. We're going around in fives. So we're going to go, E is going to be E minor. It's going to be our first chord, right? So then we've got to count up 5 from E minor. So you're going to go E, F sharp, G, A, B minor. So B minor is going to be our second chord, okay? And we're just going to keep going around in fives until we reach the 1 chord. So it's a nice, easy way to get yourself a chord progression. So we've got our B minor. So we need to count 5 up from B minor. So we're going to go B, C, D, E, F sharp diminished. That's a nice one. So we've got E minor, B minor, F sharp diminished. Now we need to count around 5 from F sharp, G, A, B, C. Nice. And then we're going to count around from C. So we can have C, D, E, F, G. And we've landed in our tonic key there. So starting from E minor, we're E minor, B minor. We went to F sharp, diminished. We went to C, and then we landed on G again. And that's a really nice way to use the circle of fifths to get yourself a chord progression when the ideas aren't quite coming, you don't know which chord to use next. That's a really nice way to use it to your advantage. So you can do that in absolutely any key as well. I picked G because that was the one I was talking about at the beginning of the session here. But you can do this with absolutely any key as long as you remember your 3 steps. Number 1, identify your key and how many sharps or flats it's got, and you use your circle of fifths to do that as well. Number 2, you have to write out all the chords that you're going to have within that key signature. Number 3, you pick one as your starting point and you move around in fives until you get to your tonic, until you get back to your root note, and then you have a nice little chord progression. And depending on where you are in the circle, it might take longer to get back to 1. So what you might want to do is when you get to 5, stop there and put the 1 right after that. So you end up with that feeling of resolution. You get that 5-1 cadence, and that is always a really good thing to have as well. So because it just gives this sense of like, and yes, my ears know what's going on. I know that that's where the journey begins and ends. So it's good to have those focal points within your music and your songwriting as well. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. Short and sweet, like I said, but I think very useful, especially when you're not quite sure how to go about writing songs and you want a bit of guidance on how to pick the best chords, or best is a very strong word, how to pick some chords that will work. Cool. Okay, have a really good day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you again on Wednesday for more songwriting stuff. Bye.